Hi, everybody. It's Danielle Mitchell, and I'm excited to go over this presentation for you called If It's Important, Do It Poorly. We're going to focus on how to stay consistent on social media, even when you don't feel like it. And this is a buckle up and take notes session, so make sure you have your pen, paper, or phone ready to take notes. So, first, who am I? I'm Danielle Mitchell. I'm an international marketing strategist who specializes in working with service based businesses to grow and scale through marketing. And so, what that means is we focus all about monetizing your items. You have an idea? Well, we'll create a digital or physical product, such as a journal, planner, workbook, or online course. And then you can go and grow and scale and hit the masses without that burnout. Because unlike services, when you have a physical or digital product, once it's sold, you're done. We also help with web design, social media templates, as well as marketing consulting. All right, so what are we going to cover? Today, we're going to cover 3 steps. The first step is the concept and research of why consistency is key. If you're like me, you need to know why and not just do something. Yeah, you can tell me what to do, but if I understand why, I am more engaged and I am more committed. And most of the people that follow me, we think alike. So I'm going to give you some research facts to back up the reason why. The next thing is going to be tips to be consistent, tips to keep going, tips to consistently and constantly engage. And lastly, we're going to talk about the CRM tools that I use. Yes, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management Tools. So, step 1, why consistency? Well, if you are new to marketing, welcome. But for those that have been in marketing for a while, one of the books that we are given when we first start our career is called How to Write Copy That Sells. And so in that book, they really talk about 2 different types of audiences that you're going to have. And so the first audience is what people always think they're going to have. They're like, I don't want to post until I'm done with my brand and done with my course or my program or my project or whatever, because people are going to steal my idea and X, Y, and Z. And then they post and then crickets. Nothing happens. And it's because they thought that majority of their audience was going to be a hunter versus a farmer. So in reality, only 30% of your audience is going to be a hunter. So a hunter is someone where you go out, I'm in the woods, I'm hunting, I see my deer, boom, I shoot my deer 1-2 times and it's done. That's going to happen 30% of the time when you're going to meet somebody that you've never met before, pitch to them once, and they're ready to close. They're ready to buy. Most of your audience, or 30%, 70% of your audience, are going to be like the farmer method or the grower method, where you're constantly harvesting your crops, you're constantly giving them tender love and care, you're constantly giving them attention, and therefore you're constantly having a harvest. You're constantly reaping your harvest. You're constantly making money. You're constantly closing sales. You're constantly gaining new leads. So if you know that majority of your clients are going to benefit and come from you being consistent, hopefully now you have more oomph and more ability to be consistent, right? Because now you know why. The second thing that you want to do is you want to constantly be building this know, like, and trust. So the first thing is know. You want to get people to know who you are. I can't buy from you if I don't know you exist. That's number 1. But then once I know you exist, fortunately, unfortunately, take it for what you will, people buy from who they like. I gotta like you to give you my money. It just is what it is. I gotta like you to give you my money. And so you want to show your personality. You want to show your family. You want to show you in not just a super professional light. You want to show that you're relatable and get people to like you. And lastly, I need to trust you. I don't want to be a scam. And so many times on social media, there are scammers, right? There are scammers on the internet. So you want to show some of your previous work. You want to show some of your previous clients. You want to show that if I give you my money, I'm not going to get scammed. However, you can relay that message, you need to do that, and you need to do that consistently. Now, here are some things that you can do today, starting now, to keep going. And so the first step is here are a list of things that you can do. Feel free to take a screenshot, feel free to write notes, but I'm going to go through what you can do. So the first thing you can do is Instagram stories. Instagram stories allow you to be connected, and there's so many things that you can do. And because it's stories, you don't have to be so prim and proper and everything perfect like that grid photo. You can kind of let your hair down. You can show what you're doing and why you don't have time for a post today. You can give some tips. You can do a car vlog. You can do a story while you're waiting to pick up your kids or waiting to go in line, or you're in the drive-through. You can do so many things on stories, and they have filters. So you don't even need makeup anymore. They have makeup filters. You can just go ahead and do your thing. Popular reels. There are so many reels that don't take a lot of thought. Like, a lot of them are just you repeating words for 10 seconds or moving to a two-step. That you can do that. You can do that wherever you're at. And it's going to make sense because that's what other people have done. You're not going to be thought of as being, I don't know, a sticking out like a sore thumb. It just is what it is, and you're going to be able to reach more people. You can also hop on live, but guess what? You don't have to save the live. If you're like, you know what, I was looking crazy on this live, or it was just too much going on in the background, you don't have to save it. But you've still connected with the people that were connected with you on the live. People were notified that you were going live. People were able to hop in. You can do that. You can also repurpose content. Who told you that you got to make new content 365 and that you can't go back and utilize content from 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago? A lot of people are creating evergreen content and don't even know it. If you're talking about mindset, if you're talking about your story of when you quit your job, or when you got a new job, or when you decided to grow, scale, pivot, those things are evergreen. They don't go out of style. You can repurpose. You can also talk. You can talk about give some tips. You can talk about value. You can tell your story. Your story is unique to you, but let me tell you, so many people will benefit from that story. Think about the you 5 years ago. What do you wish you would have known? What stories do you wish you would have told? You can also talk about some popular / trending topics and relate it to your business. Almost everything trending can be related to your business in a specific way, whether you're talking about the mindset of the person talking about it, the overwhelm, how they need a team. There's so many things that you can do. You can talk about their branding, their marketing, so many things. And now we're going to talk about some CRM tools. So for this, right, if you're already going live and you're consistently connecting with people, you want to have these CRM tools to lead them through your process from, again, knowing you on social media to buying from you. And so the step of opting into a lead generator is important. So here is an example of what mine looks like. Mine is called Marketing Makes Sense. Subscribe to get our free 5 email sequence course on how to turn your blog traffic to money. Now, this coincides with everything we talk about: monetizing, affiliate marketing, all those things, having a digital product. So it makes sense that is my lead gen. Having something basic like subscribe to stay tuned for tips and tricks and stuff, that's so vague. I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't make sense to me. What I'm interested in is getting something of value for my email, for my contact, right? Y'all want my contacts. I want something of value. So think of a course, think of an ebook, think of a sequence. All of that can work. I use ConvertKit. Think about your enticing email. The last CRM tool that I want to talk about today is Honeybook. Honeybook is where you can submit forms, so people can fill out forms to work with me. From that form, I know how to categorize my potential lead. I know their budget. I know their projects. I know their scope. I also use Honeybook, though, to send invoices and contracts and proposals. I get an email when somebody looks at an email. I get an email when somebody signs, when somebody pays. So I know where you're at. I know maybe if you're not interested, if you need some more help, or maybe it's gone to spam. But I know what's going on. And that is the end of today's chat. Thank you so much for participating to the end. Please connect with me on Instagram at Danny So Fancy for your templates and do-it-yourself items. You can go to aboveaveragestore.com to look at my personal site and see some of my done for you items. Go to daniellamitchell.com, and for everything, my services, store, blog, go to averageblackgirl.com. And if you're one of those people where you need accountability, you know what you're supposed to do, but you just need that extra push. You need somebody to say, hey, are you guys posting today? Did you do it today? What's going on today? Please join my accountability group. I am in there daily. Like, I'm pouring into you, just like I know I need to pour into myself. We have these huge, big, hairy goals for Q4. And it's only going to happen with you engaging with your audience and connecting with your audience. I'm super excited to learn more about you guys. Feel free to comment below or send me a DM, and I cannot wait to connect with you. If you are on Instagram, go ahead and click the link in bio. If you're on YouTube, look at the links in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow.